this young lady, listen.
Someone told me today that if I don't believe in Jesus, I should just leave it for people that Jesus is working for. Because for her, Jesus has been working for her. To be very honest with you, my girl, Jesus is not working for you. The only difference here is that you attribute every good thing that happened in your life to Jesus. That's why I call religion a coping mechanism. You're always looking for something to hold on to. If something bad happens, you blame it to the devil. If something good happens in your life, you blame it to God or Jesus. But let me be very honest with you. Even if you are not worshiping Jesus, those good things and bad things will still be happening. Do you understand? So there is no such thing as this working for you, because if you were a kid as a kid and nobody taught you religion, you wouldn't have known about Jesus. Somebody taught you that. It started from somewhere. So if nobody taught you religion or Jesus or Christianity, you wouldn't have known about it. Another thing here is that as a human being, you actually have the power. Or let me just say there is power in your beliefs. Do you understand? So if you suddenly start placing power in the name Jesus, then it's powerful to you. But to be very honest, there is no power in that name. Because other people, do you understand? So if you suddenly start placing power in the name Jesus, then it's powerful to you.
Shut up
But
your
to be very
mouth.
honest, there is no power in
Shut
that
up your
name.
mouth. Because Jesus is so cheap for you people. That is why you could on your camera to start talking about Jesus. This rubbish you are vomiting, you cannot mention this kind of thing to Muslim or to other religion. You cannot stand up to say that Muhammad is not working for the people that believe. But because Jesus is so cheap to you people, and you know people like this, I'm not even shocked, because I know that one day you will carry this Bible that you're condemning. One day you will walk for Christ. You know, you are just a tiny string of sand or hair, like Paul, that later became that like Saul, that later became Paul. You know, he thought it was thinking nothing will happen. He was even asking the king to give him a letter to go and start killing the children of God. So, and at the end of the whole day, eventually he became Paul, that wrote almost a lot of, in the New Testament. Let me tell you, young lady, you don't know anything, and that is why. And one thing about is that God is a merciful God, because whenever you come back to him and say, Daddy, I'm sorry, he will forgive this rubbish you're saying. But before then, we that believe, we that have seen Jesus work for us, we will attest for it. We will attest to it. We will tell you that indeed there is something called Jesus. I'm not afraid of anybody trying anything. While we were growing, we also live with our grandfather, who they were doing all manner, but we did not I'm not a part of person that just come and start condemning people. But you have to shut your trap, because you don't know what you're talking about. I have seen Jesus with my two eyes. I engaged on prayer, during those January prayers. I think some years back, 21 days, and from the 18th day I started having attack. I was doing 6 to 6, 366 to 21 days. Well, 18 days, I started having attack. I don't know what was happening. I don't know what was going on. But on the 19th day, I saw, it's a story I will tell on another day. Honestly, there is Jesus. I've said to my mind, yes, a lot of pastors that made these people to be tired, a lot of pastors that made these people to not to believe anymore. And that is why some people just come and say the name of Jesus is not working. The name of Jesus is working wonders more than what you can even imagine. The name of Jesus has worked for me. I believe in Jesus. I may not believe in any other thing. I may not believe in so many things, but I believe in Jesus, because I have seen Jesus with my eyes. I have seen Jesus Christ with my eyes. And that very day I saw him, he came to rescue my soul.